Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, thank you for answering. Now, we'll start with the practice. Give me just 1 second so that I can find the presentation. I don't know what is happening to my internet connection. It is low. Okay, now it is loading. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's start with the practice. As I told you, you will have to listen to a lecture or a class discussion about an academic topic. After that, you will have to explain what you understood. Okay, that is what you have to do in this task. Remember that, it is important. Also, please, it is important to take notes, okay, so that you can organize your ideas before speaking. Remember, you will have some time to prepare your answer, so it would be a good idea to take notes, okay? So let's start. Let's go with the speaking now. Speaking number 1, speaking 2 and 3, and speaking 4. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Can you see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, so speaking 4, what is it about? First, let's review some of the things you have already covered, okay? What is it about? Well, you will have is 1 or 2 tasks. It is really similar to speaking 3, okay? First, you will have to listen to a conversation or to a lecture. It can be one of them. How much time do you have? Well, you will have 20 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to speak. That's it. Okay, so you have to use this time in order to prepare your answer, organize your ideas so that you can express what you have in mind. Okay, guys? So what you have to do? Well, first, if you're going to deal with conversations, you will have to talk about information, provide a perspective or opinion, and describe your understanding. Okay, that is what happens when you have to listen to a conversation. Now, regarding a lecture, well, you will have to describe your understanding only. Okay, that's it. That's what you have to do in speaking for task number 4. Okay, guys. Now let's start with some of the practices. Okay. Before we do it, any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Tell me.
So this practice is for the speaking part of the TOEFL or writing? I didn't understand that part.
Okay, I understand your question. Okay, this week we are supposed to cover speaking 4 and writing 1. Okay, the TOEFL test involves 4 sections: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Okay, each week we're going to cover 1 skill or 2 in this case. Okay, so this week we are supposed to cover speaking 4 and writing 1. Okay, the speaking section of the TOEFL test involves or includes 4 different tasks. Okay, that's why we call it speaking 4. And writing section includes 2 different sections. So that is why we call it writing 1. So today, since this week we have to cover both speaking 4 and writing 1, we are dividing the contents of this week in 2 parts. Okay. Today, we're going to cover speaking 4 only. And on Friday, we're going to cover writing 1. Is it clear now?
Yes, it is. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. So let's go to the practice now, okay? Let's see. Give me just 1 second, please. I don't know what is happening to my connection, but okay, here it is. Okay, guys, are you ready to start with the practice? Guys, hello, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, what about the rest? Are you ready?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, ready to.
Okay, excellent. Now, let's start, please. It is important for you to take notes, okay? So, do it. If you can, do it. Those notes will be really helpful at the moment of organizing your ideas, okay? So, please take notes if you can. Okay, let's start. Please let me know if the sound is okay, right? Okay, please let me know if the sound is okay.
Okay.
Is the sound good?
Yes, I think it is.
Okay, what about the rest? Any problem with the sound? Let me know now, please.
No, nothing.
Okay, so let's start. Please take notes, okay?
So innovation is an act of making improvements by introducing something new. This is a very important topic in the study of business because this change could be considered to be a major driver in the economy. It could increase the value or the succession of many innovations that can help the growth of the whole economy. Innovations that are intended to make someone or something better are called intentional innovations. One example of intentional innovation is the bifocal glasses. Benjamin Franklin, as we all know, invented these glasses in 1784. As he was getting older, he had difficulty seeing both near and far sights. And for clear vision, he had had to switch both glasses, and well, I guess this had really bothered him. That's why he devised a way to have both types of lenses fit into one frame. The far-sighted lenses were placed on the top, and the near-sighted lenses were placed at the bottom. This was an innovation, to be exact, an intentional innovation. However, innovations can't always be planned. Well, there are surprising numbers of inventions that are associated with unintended actions. That is, an innovation can happen by accident and is called an accidental innovation. Most of you guys enjoy ice cream sodas and sundaes. You might be surprised why I mention ice cream sodas. Ice cream sodas are a good example of accidental innovation. One day in 1871, Otto Bauer was working at a restaurant and a scoop of ice cream just fell in a glass of flavored soda water. He tasted it, thought it was the most delicious tasting combination of ice cream and soda. After that, he began to serve ice cream in the soda. This was an accidental beginning of a new invention and was the innovation that helped his business and the society.
Using points and examples from the lecture, explain two different types of innovation. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Okay, guys, were you able to understand everything? Did you take notes? Guys, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I could take some notes.
Okay, what about the rest? Are you ready to provide
Yeah,
answers?
I'm ready to.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's do it. Any volunteer who would like to start? Or do you want me to choose? Okay, no volunteers then. Let's see. Shamir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to prepare your answer, okay? So let's start. I'm gonna share my screen first. You have 30 seconds, please, you can start. Okay, Shamir, please, your answer.
The lecture discusses what innovations are, and the professor states that innovations are improvements and developments in the objects. For exemplifying this, first she talks about the intentional innovations that are those innovations that were planned. For example, the bifocal glasses invented by Benjamin Franklin, which has the capability of changing between far and near sight. And the other type of innovation is the accidental innovations. For example, the ice cream sodas that was discovered in 1871 and by an accident in which mixed the soda with the ice cream. If for summarizing all the information, the professor gives a clear example of what innovations are.
Okay. Only one comment, the time. Okay, remember you have 1 minute to provide your answer. That's it. Apart from that, the organization of ideas, the structure, and so on was really nice. That's the way you are supposed to answer this kind of question, okay? Good job, Shamir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now any other person who would like to continue? Who would like to participate? Or do you want me to choose again? Okay, I think no one. So let's see. Marco, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so please, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your answer.
Okay, one moment.
You're gonna start.
Okay. And so the lecture discussed.
No, wait. Marco, please. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your answer, okay? To organize your ideas and to think about the things you're going to say. After those 30 seconds passed, you will have the time, the opportunity to speak, okay?
Okay.
30 seconds for you. Okay, please, your answer.
The lecture discusses about innovation. Innovation is make something better or improve something. There are two types of innovation. The first one is intentional innovation, which means to improve something that you want to improve. For example, Benjamin Franklin, when he created glasses. The second one is accidental innovation. Accidental innovation is something that you didn't plan. And for example, ice cream with soda, ice cream sodas. In 1871, an ice cream fell on a soda cup and it created something amazing. and that's innovation for the society.
Okay, is that all, Marco?
Yeah, it's all.
Okay. It is really noticeable that you organize your ideas and that you take notes. Okay, it was really noticeable. Good job. Excellent answer. Good control of the time, nice organization of ideas. Nothing to say, okay? Maybe you can improve your conclusion, but what you did was almost excellent. So good job. That's the way you are supposed to answer, okay? Good job. Thank you, Marco.
Thanks.
Okay, now who's next? Luciana, please, are you there?
Yes, but can we do another one, please? I didn't get to listen very well. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. You will practice next time. Don't worry about it. Now, who is the last one? Sergio, please, are you there?
Yes, the same. I can hear very well the final question, but
Okay.
but
So
I try this.
Okay, please let's try. Okay, you will have
Okay.
more chances to practice later. Okay, so let's do it now. 30 seconds to prepare your answer, please. I'm gonna repeat the question for you. Okay, you have to explain what are the types of innovation that are explained in the lecture. Okay.
Okay.
So 30 seconds for you. Okay, Sergio, please, your answer.
Okay. The lecture discusses about innovation. First one, the innovation actually is too good for the economy. And there are two types of innovation. For example, the innovation from Benjamin Franklin is the glasses that he changed the life people of these years. And second, the accidental innovation. For example, the sodas, ice creams creation. In these years, this innovation has incredible flavors for these products. Well, I think that I'm not finished, but that all I have.
Okay. The most important thing here is that you were able to answer the question. Okay, you answered the question. You provided with the two types of innovation that were explained in the lecture. Okay, some details were missing, such as the name of the first kind of innovation, which was, I think, intentionally. You forgot to mention that part, but apart from that, okay, nice job. Since you were
Yes, I don't hear very well, but
okay, what
that is
happened?
the first time, no?
Okay, what happened there? What did you have problems with the sound, the connection? What happened?
Yes, with the sound. Next to my house is a construction, a building.
Okay.
But I don't hear so well. I distract easy.
Okay, I understand. Next time, please tell me, okay? Teacher, I am having problems with the sound. Can we repeat it, please? Okay, the idea is that you can practice, okay? Where you are not you're not taking the test right now. You're just practicing. So the best thing you can do is practicing, okay? How are you going to do that? If you have problems or something like that, tell me, let me know, okay? So that I can, I don't know, find a solution to your problem, okay? That goes for next time, okay? So consider that. Okay, let's start with the next exercise, okay? I hope you're ready. Let's go.
You need to stop the timer, just Mari, by the way.
Yes, no problem. Okay, let's go with the second exercise. Please take notes, okay? Again, please, if you have problems with the sound, the connection, you didn't understand the lecture very well, let me know, okay? So that together we can find a solution. Okay, let's start with the second lecture, please.
in a biology class.
So let's talk about the exotic species and the ecological connections they have to the environment. As the name says, exotic species are the organisms that have been accidentally or intentionally transported to a new location. There are a lot of controversies about exotic species, but mostly these species are introduced and damage the ecosystem. Let's look at the acacia plants. They were first planted for certain reasons, for example, shipbuilding, agricultural purposes, and cabinet work. Acacia plants were popular because of their supply and durability. What I mean is that the acacia plant has been known to reach 40 feet within 10 years, and it even shoot up 8 or 10 feet in a single season. So this allowed people not to worry about running out of acacia plants. There was no doubt that the more they cut it down, the faster it grew. But also, nobody knew this was bringing death to other species. This quick-growing species got too tall and began to create shade. Then the other plants gradually got less chance to expose themselves to the sun. The others started to die because they were excluded from the sunlight. The other example is the Western European saltgrass. Saltgrass has a root system that grows deeply when it is watered. That is why it is easily found near the water. The deeper the wetting, the deeper and healthier the roots grow. This brought fast production along the coastline. The roots of salt grasses are crucial because the other plants have to withstand drought stress caused by losing water. This species caused death to the other plants living nearby. As the salt grass absorbed the water, the others had to die because of dehydration.
The professor describes introduced species. Explain how acacia plants and saltgrass affected the environment. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Okay. Let's start with Luciana now. Luciana, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna share my screen again. 30 seconds for you to prepare, please. Okay, please, Luciana, your answer.
Okay. The lecture discusses introduced species, which are species that are changed from the environment and sometimes even damage it. The professor gives two examples of these introduced species. One example is the acacia tree, which was used for buildings and other types of structures because of its durability. And people that weren't worried about running out of acacias because there were plenty. However, since the acacias grow a lot, they provide a lot of shade and depriving other plants from sun exposure and therefore dying. Another example is the salt sprout, which its deep roots cause other plants to lose water. Those are the two types of introduced species discussed in this lecture.
Okay. You had some problems at the end of your speech, but in general, you did a good job, okay?
Mhm.
I also noticed some nervousness when you were speaking, right? So try to calm down at the moment of speaking, okay? How you're going to deal with those nerves? If you organize your ideas, if you take notes, if you know what you're talking about, you will be able to provide a nice answer without getting nervous, okay? And
Okay.
also the time, please control the time. You only have, remember, 1 minute to speak. So let's try to express what we want in less than 60 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you for participating. Thank you, Luciana.
You're welcome. Thank you for the suggestions.
Okay, no problem. Now, anyone who would like to continue? Or do you want me to choose again? Okay, I think no one wants to participate, so I'm gonna choose. Let's see. Sergio, please, are you there?
Yes, Jasmani, but sorry, my laptop have a low battery and disconnected for the class.
Ah, okay, you were the one who
Yes,
abandoned.
I listened a half of the.
Okay, okay, no problem. You will be able to practice next time, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Let's go with the Marco, please. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, 30 seconds for you.
Okay.
Okay, please, your answer, Marco.
Okay. The lecture discusses about exotic species that are transported to a new environment or ecosystem. For instance, the first, he explains about acacia plant. This plant has the ability to grow very fast, and this affects other plants to get exposed to the sun. Um, then he goes on to explain about other plants that get hydrated so easy, and this affects the environment because don't let other plants get water appropriately. So in conclusion, we have to respect the environment of plants and don't transplant them to other parts.
Okay, is that all, Marco?
Yeah, it's all.
Okay. Okay, in terms of, let's say, content, your answer was really accurate, was really nice. Okay, good job. It is clear that you understood what you were listening. Okay. You had
Yeah,
some problems trying to explain your ideas. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe you didn't find or you couldn't find the word or the verb appropriate for you to provide what you were thinking, right? But in general, you did a good job, okay? You did an amazing job there, okay? Control the time, only that, and you got nervous in some parts of your speech. So how are you going to deal with nervousness? Please organize your ideas in a way that you can express what you want with the words you want, okay? That is how you're going to avoid getting, I don't know, getting stuck, getting nervous because you didn't find a word or you couldn't express what you want the way you want it. So please organize your ideas, take your notes, and that's it, okay? What you did was really nice. So control those nerves and you will be able to provide a better answer, okay?
okay, thanks.
Okay, no problem. Now, Shamir, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, please, 30 seconds for you. Okay, Shamir, please, your answer.
The lecture discusses the phenomena when new species is introduced to a new environment, to a new ecosystem. For illustrating this, the professor talks about the acacia plant, which usually grow too much, and then uh, because it's higher size, it prevents another plants from absorbing the sunlight. Additionally, the professor gives the example of the salt grasses that usually consume too much water, allowing another plants to die by dehydration. To summarize, those are the examples the professor gives for illustrating the damage caused by foreign species.
Okay. Excellent answer. And I really liked the way you conclude what you were saying. Okay. That is how you are supposed to answer this kind of questions, guys. Okay. Good job. Really nice job, Shamir. Thank you.
The only thing is I couldn't hear the main topic, the title of the audio, and I was talking about this, like the phenomena and the fact.
But you couldn't find the name.
Yeah, I couldn't hear the name.
Okay, it sometimes happens, but no problem. You were able to provide an answer. You answered the question. You explained what you understood. It is enough. But next time, more attention. Pay more attention to that detail. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So let's start with the next exercise. Let's go. Everybody participated, right? Okay, Marco, Sergio, Shamir. Okay. The only one who couldn't participate was Sergio, I think, right? So you're going to be the first one next time. Okay, let's start with the next exercise.
Part of a lecture in a biology class. To do.
Please listen carefully, take notes.
Today, we are going to discuss a question about whether an organism is controlled by the biological clock or by other external factors. In order to answer this question, researchers have conducted an experiment with flying squirrels. Flying squirrels normally have 24-hour cycles. To discover whether they are affected by the biological clock or external factors, the researchers placed these squirrels in dark surroundings for 7 days to see if they still have 24-hour cycles regardless of their environment. Although the squirrels were very active in the dark, it turned out that when they were kept in darkness simulating night for a long duration of time, they only had 23.5-hour cycles, which means that their cycle was 30 minutes faster. Then these flying squirrels were placed back to their original environment with sunlight. After being kept in the dark for a long time and then seeing the light, the squirrels returned to their original cycle. This demonstrates a case in which an organism is controlled by external factors, not by the biological clock. Using points and examples from the lecture, explain how flying squirrels are affected by the biological clock.
Okay, guys, did you understood? Sergio, were you able to understand now this time? Did you hear everything?
Yes, but I don't understand well.
Okay, let's try, okay? 30 seconds for you to organize your ideas, please. I'm gonna share my screen now. Thirty seconds, please. Okay, Sergio, are you ready? Hello, Sergio, are you there? Okay, I think he is still having problems with the connection. So let's continue with Luciana. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, please, you're gonna start. 30 seconds for you.
Okay.
Do this, okay? Now you have 30 seconds, please.
Okay.
Okay, Luciana, please, your answer.
The lecture talks about squirrels and whether their cycles is affected by the biological clock or external factors. The professor mentions an experiment they did to squirrels when they were exposed to the dark, and their cycle was only 23.5 hours. Later, when they re-exposed her to the light, their cycle went back to normal to 24 hours, therefore proving that a squirrel's cycle is determined by external factors and not the biological clock. That's an example. That's the example of how cycles are affected by either a biological clock or external factors.
Okay, is that all, Luciana?
Yes.
Okay, no comments. Excellent organization of ideas. Nice control over time. Good job.
Thank you. And you know what's funny? I actually thought that I would do really bad because I was like very confused.
Hey, you explained what the lecture was about in a really accurate way, you know, because you used simple words so that you can, what you were saying can be understandable. That is the point here, okay? You have to make what is difficult to understand easy to understand, okay? With your own words, and you did it. So, good job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, and let's go with now Shamir, please. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Please, 30 seconds.
The lecture discusses the biological clock or the external factors are the main controller for the behavior of some animals. For example, the flying squirrels. Um, the professor discusses the biological an experiment in which the squirrels were under conditions of total darkness, and after they were released to the daily conditions, the cycle of the flying squirrels was delayed by 23 hours, and the experiment demonstrated that the most important factor in behavior of some animals is the external factors.
Okay, nice organization all the time. You had some problems at the beginning and at the end of your speech. Maybe probably because you couldn't find the words to express what you wanted, but you could overcome it, that problem. So good job there. Organize your ideas in a way that you can express what you want in your own words. Okay, do not complicate your life by trying to I don't know, use technical words or too complicated structures, grammar structures. Just say it the easiest way you can. Okay, Shamir?
Okay.
Apart from that, you were able to answer the question. That's the most important thing here. So good job. Thank you. Okay.
I couldn't understand very well the contents. I was very confused.
Yes, that's why this task is the most difficult one, you know, because you have to pay attention to details. You have to understand what is being said in the lecture. Okay, so it is understandable that maybe you will have some problems trying to get the ideas or the points explained in the lecture. Okay, but that's why you're allowed to take notes so that you can organize what you listen and try to understand. Okay, Shamir?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so that's the way you have to do it. Now, finally, Marco, are you there?
Yes, but I couldn't hear well because my brother came to my room. And
okay, let's at least try. Okay.
Okay. But I didn't take notes.
Okay, you had some problems with the notes as well.
Yeah, because my brother came and he was asking me something.
Okay, that's bad. Okay, you have to, in order to practice, you have to avoid distractions, okay, when listening. It is important. At the moment, especially at the moment of taking the test. So try to avoid those things from happening, okay? Okay,
Yeah.
Marco, let's try at least, okay? 30 seconds for you, please, let's try.
For me or sorry?
Yes, for you.
Oh, for the same example of fly
Yes,
square.
for the same example, please.
Okay.
Okay, please, Marco, your answer, please.
Okay. The lecture discusses is about if the external weather affects the biology of some animals. And the first, he explains about fly squirrels. In one experiment, the doctors put fly squirrels on a dark room, and yeah, I don't have more of the lecture. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. The point here is that you tried, okay?
Okay.
Next time, please, it is important to avoid any distraction, okay? At the moment of listening, it is important. So consider that aspect, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys, we're going to stop there then. Before we finish, please, I would really appreciate you complete the daily survey. I will release it now. Now, and if you can do it, please ask questions. Is there any question before we finish? Or can we finish now? I have already checked your attendance. Don't worry about it. Shamir and Marco. I don't know what happened to Luciana. Okay. So guys, any questions up to now or not?
Yes, if we can find the right words for describing the title of the main topic, if we couldn't hear by any reason, we can just paraphrase the meaning of the title.
Yes, it
Or
could be.
maybe this is a problem.
And no, for this problem, you have to pay attention, you know, right, to the title or the main topic of the discussion. Okay, but if you do not remember or something like that, it would be a good idea to explain what you understood in your own words. That is how you're going to prove that you understood what you were listening. Okay, so it would be a good idea what you suggest, Shamir.
Okay, yes, because I had a problem. I just have to. I was paraphrasing the title because I couldn't remember. I couldn't hear it.
Okay, no problem. It is a nice technique so that you can express that and show that you understood. That's the point of this task, that you can show that you understood the lecture, okay? And you can explain in your own words what you could understand, okay? It is a nice technique, let's say. But in order to avoid that problem, please pay attention to the main topic of the discussion or lecture in this case, okay?
Yes, thank you. Yes, Manny.
Okay. Luciana, are you there? Hello. What happened to you?
I don't know. I think it was my internet.
Okay. Luciana, please, I have already released the daily survey. Please complete it. And if there are no questions, you are allowed to leave the session, okay? See you on Friday, guys. Have a nice rest of the week. Thank you for attending and participating.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodbye. See you on Friday.
Bye. See you.